Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to bring to you this next recipe. It is the holiday season, and although it doesn't necessarily feel like it here in LA because it's beautifully warm out, there's nothing better in the winter than warm, gooey chocolate chip cookies by a fireplace, or in our case, warm, gooey chocolate chip cookies by a pool. So today I wanted to make my two absolute favorite chocolate chip cookies, and it takes chocolate, and we all know I'm a chocoholic. I don't even need to begin on that. We're gonna take chocolate and my other obsession, peanut butter, and we're going to make two varieties of chocolate chip peanut butter cookies. The first one, chocolate chip classic, flourless chocolate chip peanut butter cookies, and the second one is peanut butter chocolate chip oat balls. Both of these recipes are very few ingredients and very quick to make. You'll see as I have one set of cookies in the oven, my other cookies, the oat balls, which are no bake, will be ready to go by the time these ones come out of the oven, and then we can just have an ooey gooey peanut butter chocolate chip feast. So without further ado, let's do the first recipe. First up, as I said, we are going to do the flourless chocolate chip peanut butter cookies. All I need is a cup of peanut butter, a third cup of coconut sugar, an egg, a teaspoon of baking soda, and the best part, all the chocolate chips. I have this problem where I eat as I go and as I make. So this is like breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, all in one for me today. All right, so to start, always start with your liquid ingredients. So I'm gonna crack my egg. A nice solid crack, and I'm going to whisk that up. Next, we're gonna stay consistent and add our liquids in. So I have a cup of peanut butter. When I buy nut butter, this is just a little pro tip, always buy brands where it's just one ingredient, just almonds or just peanuts. Don't do the whole, oh, it is peanut with X oil and sugar, whatever. Just keep it classic. Next, we have a third cup of coconut sugar. Coconut sugar makes these babies paleo, so it's the way to go. And I have a teaspoon of baking soda. Got all my 4 big ingredients in the bowl, and now we are going to mix it all up. You might be confused, how are these cookies going to stay together? There's no flour in here. Is it gonna rise? All of the questions will be answered for you in 9 minutes when you see just how easy it is to make these cookies. Okay, get a little muscle in there. It smells so good. Don't eat it because there's a raw egg. Just kidding, have a little bit. So now I have my batter in a ball, and as you see, as you stir, it will get thicker. Like at first you're gonna freak out and be like, wait, this is way too liquidy. So at this point, we are going to add some chocolate chips. And we are going to also eat the chocolate chips as we add them. However many as you like. And then flip and fold. Probably a few more. And a few more. Okay. Look at this dough. Amazing. Okay. Literally took 30 seconds to make. So now we're gonna pop these in the oven. I have my pan here. Okay, always take a baking tray, line it with parchment paper, and spray that paper with coconut oil so you have a little coconut taste in there as well. Now, for these recipes, we're gonna get a little handsy. As I said, there's no flour in this, so you're gonna have to use your hands. Don't worry, I washed mine. We're gonna scoop up a little batter, and I like to make balls. Just easier, keeps it together. Because these are flourless, I would go for probably 1-inch diameter. Pop it on down. So now we're just going to line our parchment paper with a whole bunch of cookies. My recipes, I pride myself on how quick and easy they are to make, that anyone can make them. They're fast, and they're messy in the best way possible. So we have a perfect 12 cookies. And now these, as I mentioned, should bake for about 9 minutes, maybe 10. Also, when you're pulling them out of the oven, they might look like they're still a little gooey. When they cool off, will be the perfect amount of fluffy. So don't overcook them. If anything, undercook them and like just use a little caution. So while I go pop these into the oven, I'm going to start away on our peanut butter chocolate chip oat balls, and you will see that those will be done by the time these come out of the oven. So easy, so simple. Be right back. I'm actually gonna use the same exact bowl that I just used for the cookies because why not? It has peanut butter and chocolate chips in it already, and both of those are in this next ingredient. So as I said, this is going to be peanut butter chocolate chip oat balls. What do you need for this? We need a cup of gluten-free oats, a half cup of ground flaxseed, a 1/3 cup of peanut butter, nice and creamy. The peanut butter in this situation is kind of like the glue that keeps everything all together. We have a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla, get that nice vanilla flavor in there, and a little salt, and of course, chocolate chips. And yeah, again, eat along the way. So now, you're gonna be very confused at how this all comes together. Just start mixing and stirring and flipping. Between the flax, the oats, the peanut butter as the glue, the maple syrup for the sweetener, you're going to make a big old ball. I always see people eating oat balls and I don't know, it's never been exciting for me. Like dried oats, is it hard to digest? Does it even taste good? It's kind of bland. I'd rather have like a sweeter cookie. Then once I made these, and especially I'll pop them in the refrigerator so they're nice and cool, so delicious. Okay, that's it, literally done. And there's no eggs, so you can eat it as you go. I'm a mess. Okay, just trying to get every little last ingredient in there. Scoop up a ball, or just don't even scoop it, just go on in there and grab it. My hands are washed, I promise. Make a ball. It's gonna be a little all over the place. You take your ball, you put it together. You'll be confused as you're making it, like how does it all stay together? Trust me, it does. And when it firms up in the refrigerator, it's in like the nicest, sturdiest ball ever. Make the balls as big or as small as you want. And I believe our friends are ready to come out of the oven. Look how delicious these look. And if you, first of all, they smell incredible, but also you will see that they kind of look like they're ready to fall apart. They're super gooey. It is so important. If I took a bite into one right now, not only would I burn my mouth, but it would just be kind of like super, super chewy and super peanut buttery. These cookies in 10 minutes will still be warm, still be soft, but have that nice, you'll get a little crisp, you'll get a little crunch out of it, and masterpiece. So few ingredients, what was it, 3 or 4 ingredients, and you get these studs. Sometimes I even like to make them smaller because, you know, if I make them smaller, then I don't feel as bad if I have more. These are going into the refrigerator because it's important for them. As you saw, it's a little messy, so you want them to firm. You want that peanut butter and the maple syrup to really act as a glue. So even just for as little as 10 minutes, these need 10 minutes to cool, these need 10 minutes to firm, and then we have cookie heaven. Cute, cute, cute. I want one now. Do my workouts. My trainer would be so happy with me right now. Workout, detox to retox. Woo. Bodybuilder over here. And these are gonna be good. I can feel it. And just like that, it has been 10 minutes of cooling and 10 minutes of firming on our 2 peanut butter chocolate chip recipes. We have the classic cookies and the not as classic but more modern oat balls. Both are delicious. I think we should break open a cookie just so you can see how gooey and beautiful it is. Oh my goodness. So look, flourless, it's not gooey, it's gooey on the inside, but it's not wet. It still cooks, even though the main ingredient that's holding it together is just the peanut butter. Delicious. And then on our oat balls, look how nicely these little balls come together. Also, another pro tip, instead of cooling the mixture first and then putting it into balls, I just went straight ahead and made the oat balls and put it in the refrigerator. You can do that backwards and it makes it less messy when you are putting this all together. So, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, 2 ways. I'm gonna take a bite of this one and I'm out. I gotta go.